Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Good Saturday morning, everyone. Once again, it is the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray. All things you want to find out about what's going on in the outdoor world in the Mid-South, you can find it on the fastest 90 minutes of outdoor broadcasting. And now, without further ado, the one and only, the oracle of the outdoors, Larry Ray.
Oh, let's listen to Frank. You know, we ought to tape that so Frank can just do it all the time. You know, we'll just go with that every segment. Now, Frank's introduction. Thank you, Frank Barton, as the co-host on this week's show. And, of course, George Gregory is in the studio listening to all this. Thank you, George, for stopping by. And Dennis Bowen has already dropped in, and we're going to talk a little fishing with Dennis later on about his love of fishing and Bethesda fishing. We'll talk to Dennis about that. But let's switch over to Lake Norman in North Carolina. And, of course, Ron Wong, of course, George wants you to call him sometime. So when you get him when you got an hour, call George, okay? All right.
I will.
All right, Ron, boy, you've been doing a great job keeping us posted with pictures and everything from Red Crest and exciting, great things going on. But you're going to be a busy man for the next few weeks. So talk about Red Crest, talk about next week, talk about the Classic. Man, goodness,
I have to tell you something. We've been very blessed with some good weather so far. It's a Red Crest Cup.
Early.
And I was out on the water earlier today.
Yes.
I was out on the water yesterday, and there's going to be some pictures posted soon on LarryRay.com.
Yes.
Of Mark, our friend Mark Rose, Mark Daniels, catching fish, and even Jacob Wheeler. I ran into all of these guys here on the lake, and they're really catching a lot of fish. Not a lot of big fish, but they're catching a lot of fish, and it's been really exciting. And, of course, the expo is opening again this morning at Saturday morning at, I think it's at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock.
Okay.
Runs through tomorrow where they will crown a champion of the Red Crest Cup. And I got to tell you, it's exciting. The expo is really nice. They got a lot of vendors there, and I've just had a pretty good time, other than the hours have been awful long. I'm averaging about
Here we go.
4.5 hours.
Get the violin out. Get the violin out. Ron is talking. He loves it. I mean, you know, he's sacrificing his body for Outdoors with Larry Ray. Now,
That's right.
I hope you got one of our shirts on.
Something.
What? Tell me.
I got to tell you something.
What?
I am super excited about next week's Outdoors with Larry Ray.
I am too, because I won't be here.
I got to tell you something.
I won't be here, and Ron's going to be here. I'm the gallbladder. The gallbladder comes out Tuesday, and I'm going to say Ron is taking over next week, and I can't wait. I'll bring the gallbladder to you when we see each other again, Ron, and you can use it for a bait, a live bait or something like that.
That'd be a nice souvenir.
Well, what do you got on? We're going to have some good.
Well, I got to tell you, first of all, our co-host next week will be the one and only Mark Copley.
Mark Copley.
And I may try to see if I can make sure he can give me a prize package.
Oh, listen to that, folks. All right.
And then we'll have a contest. We'll know something a little bit later on.
We'll let everybody know that.
This week we'll let everybody know. And, we'll keep it open long enough on LarryRay.com to where people can enter and stuff like that.
Yes, but you're going to have some classic Bassmaster Classic folks on there next week, right?
Yes, we are. Okay. We have scheduled in no specific order here. Tyler Rivet, who just won a tournament and came in third in another elite tournament.
We mentioned him earlier in the show with Joey Cervantes winning.
Joey Fuente.
Yes,
of course, he's from God's country.
Yes,
there
he is. We've already mentioned that. So who else you going to try?
And then we're going to have Greg Hackney, and one and only Brock Mosley.
Yes.
And finally, Keith Combs. Keith Combs.
All right. That's on next week's show, y'all. Yeah. That's getting.
So we're going to have some, and we have from Tennessee.
Yes.
And Bethel College, Tristan McCormick.
Because we're going to be having the Classic in Tennessee in Knoxville in March.
Yes, we are.
Yes. In March. And so Ron is everywhere. And I guarantee you, is Samantha over there too, Ron? Samantha doing okay?
She'll be here tomorrow morning. She has to work.
All right, but you'll see Samantha.
She'll be here this morning.
Yeah, she'll be there.
She's coming in this morning.
Okay, and Ron will have Samantha help me as she always
Videos
does.
and pictures and everything else.
All right, well, Ron.
Absolutely.
Well, Ron, we appreciate you, buddy, for filling in next week and what you're doing over there right now. Again, folks, that's LarryRay.com. Also, go to Ron's Facebook page, my Facebook page. A lot of good stuff, a lot of good pictures. I think I saw Kevin Van Dam one time.
Yeah, I got a picture of him, too.
Yeah, he went flying by there, you know.
Well, I got to tell you something. It was very unfortunate that he was unable to qualify for the top 20 after the other day's cut, and so therefore he won't be fishing for the championship of the Red Crest Cup.
But he was there. He wanted to be there.
He was there, and he's just nice as ever.
All right, Ron, we'll talk to you, buddy. Thank you for everything. Ron Wong, our man at the Red Crest. Thank you, Ron.
Good you guys have a good morning.
All right, buddy. Don't work too hard. All right, bye-bye.
Try not to.
All right.
You don't have to worry about that with Ron.
Well, did Ron hear that? I hope he did.
He probably did.
Ron is worn out, man. He's got to get up early.
I say, those picture taking, where are you at? Because he gets out early in the morning.
And he's not used to getting out. He's not an early morning fisherman. He's a later fisherman. He thinks the fish don't get up in time. He has to over there.
He has definitely changed his fishing habits.
Yes, and now he's got to talk to George Gregory when he gets through. Now he's gonna from Kevin Van Dam to me and then to George. So it's a great event. But again, appreciate George being with us and listening in. And thanks for the book again, George, from Jimmy Houston. You guys gave away some great prizes at Trinity. And I want to thank you for doing all the legwork on that. Got to give away a couple of BB guns from my good friends at Daisy, one camo and one pink. And I hope they got that worked out. But
thank you so much.
Let's see. So anyway, I told everybody Gallbladder comes out on Tuesday. Right now, it's cough drop time. Take over, Frank.
As Larry is unwrapping the cough drop and placing it in his mouth, and now reading it, saying figuring out how many he's taken today.
Ludens. How many of those?
I've got no idea how many of those you've been taking.
I don't know. That's not the one that had that was Smith Brothers with all the beard and thing.
I don't need to know that.
You don't need to know that?
That's too much information.
Okay. So you're going to Alabama, Demopolis,
Alabama.
This weekend.
Cattle Ranch.
That's right. At the Cattle Ranch. And then from there, have you got other things scheduled?
The next one will be a few weeks later, and then it's Central Kentucky, which is up in the Paducah, Kentucky area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm going to run there. And then off for the next week, which would be Easter.
That's good.
And then hopefully I don't have to run anymore. Both dogs only need two qualifications, 2 passes to get fully qualified for the 23 Master National, which is in Thomasville, Georgia.
A lot better than Idaho or
It's
Oregon.
much closer than Roseburg, Oregon, and Cascade, Idaho.
That you've been the last 2 years.
The last 2 years. But so hopefully we'll get those 2 out of the way, and then can just do regular training. The training I do right before during the event season's a little bit different. I try not to do anything really difficult with the dogs. I want to keep their attitude good, so I don't do any a lot of challenging things. I'll wait that to where I've got.
How old are those dogs?
Both these dogs will be 5 in just a few weeks.
But now, did they both qualify for the Master Nationals?
Last year they did. Last year they did.
Okay, and then the previous year, one of them
Goose qualified qualified for the event and then qualified at the event, and we had a little hiccup in the 3rd series this past year. So but just kind of like duck season, as soon as a lot
of hiccups.
As soon as the hiccup got, I said, well, we're going to get them next year. So we get back at it and start training.
I knew you
again.
would sneak in duck hunting season somehow in there.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm already working on right now trying to
Frank.
drain water.
I'm going next year, Frank. Okay, the gallbladder's gone, the cancer's gone.
You bet.
You know, the COVID's gone, the shingles have gone, and she's doing the 2-minute warning here. We get 2-minute warning here and everything like that. But anyway, I know you're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to come up and we're going to talk dead meat next. So if you hadn't had breakfast, better hang on for a while.
Dead meat.
That's the name of this TV show by Scott LaSafe, and we're going to talk to him about the fishmonger, the sporting chef, the new Ranch America show with the one and only. He is the DU chef. And that's why I was hoping John Gordon could be here, because maybe John could learn something about cooking. But we'll find out. So let's take a break, come right back with Scott LaSafe. It's hard to believe we're almost through with this baby on Outdoors with Larry Ray.